The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UCLA's offense takes the field for the first time today. The battle for Los Angeles, 2 spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis, and they're traditional. They haven't changed very much over the years. This game's just fun to watch in every sense of the word.
Fun for the fans, too, because they don't have to go anywhere. And you know what else is always cool? You tune in this game late in the season. What do you get? Great weather, too. I mean, it makes me jealous every year watching this football.
And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd down, going up top. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got a man. It's Darnold. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
So USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The RPO, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout at their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players having fun pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking for room, it's Peterson. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks at his toting rock. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Childs. zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. The hand to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go to the ground. Running with power. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. He's looking to throw it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum to the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll run for it on third and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
He wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A full dive to haul that one in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for blockers. Lowers those pads. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Pulls it and fires to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
On the move.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Using his feet. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to throw, it's Childs. He looks that one in nicely. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A+ level week in and week out.
They'll go right back to it. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Jukes his way for more. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And they make the tackle, but the official is tossed his flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, picked off. Touchdown, Trojans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Offense threatening. 1st and 10 from the 31.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to it, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Child. Buys a little time, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Down by multiple. multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.